So, my name is Noah Alejo, and I will be doing a presentation about Korean culture. But before I get into the presentation, I would like to share why I chose Korean culture. First of all, I chose Korean culture out of all of the other cultures because my mom is from South Korea, and I myself feel a very big attachment toward Korea. So, it was a very natural choice for me to pick, and I feel that the South Korean culture really rubbed off on me and is a very big impact on who I am today. And to start with the slides, first of all, South Korea is located on the Korean Peninsula in East Asia. It is located near China to its west, Japan to its east, and North Korea to its north, and also Russia to its north. And for some South Korean history, so the South Korean history is usually split into three eras: the Three Kingdoms era, the Dynastic era, and the Colonial/Modern era. So for the Three Kingdoms era, it lasted from 57 BCE to 668 CE, and it was named because of the three major kingdoms which fought for control over the Korean peninsula, which is Goguryeo, Bakje, and Silla. And yeah, and for the South Korean dynastic era, this was the longest lasting era, lasting and stretched from 1392 CE to 1897 CE, and was primarily based of one gigantic Korean empire named the Joseon Dynasty, which lasted throughout this whole era. And the end of the Joseon Dynasty was what marked the end of this era. And to the right of the slide, you will see the Korean flag. And then for the colonial/modern day era, which is from 1897 to now, it contains the following of the conquering of Japan, Japan conquering Korea, and then the two splits of North and South Korea during the Korean War. And the North Korea is different from South Korea because North Korea is run by a communist dictatorship, while South Korea is run by a democratic republic, which is run by a president and its Congress. And for some Korean food staples, so Korean food is primarily based of rice, vegetables, and meat, and is usually served on the side with kimchi in every meal. Some of these food staples are bibimbap, gukbap, and guksu. Guksu is a type of cold rice noodle served with sesame seeds. Gukbap is a type of soup served usually with rice, kimchi, meat, and vegetables. And bibimbap is a bowl of containing, on the bottom of the bowl would be rice, then meat, and then on the top of the bowl would contain vegetables, sauce, and egg. And for some Korean beverages as utensils, some traditional Korean beverages are hwacha, cha, and sujeongwa, which hwacha is a type of sweet tea, cha is the South Korean version of noodles, and sujeongwa is a type of fruit punch made from tree leaves. And some utensils are sujeo, or is the name for a chopstick, a traditional pair of South Korean chopsticks paired with a spoon. Rosot, a traditional stone bowl, which is still used today in many Korean restaurants, and is usually served with bibimbap. And tukbaji, which is a traditional stone bowl used for many soups. And next for the Korean culture is the Korean language, which around 7 million people around the world speak Korean today, and Korean is very similar to Chinese and Japanese in language. Korean differentiates itself from Japan and China by using a style of writing called Hangul, as is shown on the right, and was created by King Sejong, who ruled over the Joseon dynasty. Then for Korean religion and beliefs, so we're going to use the South Korean population because the whole Korean population is not available. In South Korea, the majority of Koreans have no beliefs, which is around 46% of Koreans. Then the main two religions that most people believe are 29% are Christian and 23% are Buddhist. These statistics are from the Pew Research Center and are fairly accurate. So for Korean family culture, the family is an essential part of Korean culture. So usually in the family, the elders have more dominance over the younger generation, and the males have a patriarchy over the females, which is quite sad to see nowadays, but it is how culture works. And it is also sad that arranged marriages are very common in South Korea, and that usually the eldest son will take the inheritance of the family. But he will also have greater responsibility of taking care of his parents when they get older, which is a good sign of equality coming into South Korea. And of course, elders in the family must be respected along with ancestors and must never be disrespected because you'll be shunned upon by your family. Then for some Korean etiquette, so always bow to someone you're meeting for the first time and always hand them a business card if you have one on your hand. And also never wear shoes when you're entering another person's house. If you're a guest, never wear your shoes inside the guest house. And then never put your feet on furniture is also a good etiquette. And do not stand close to people you are meeting for the first time. This refers to if you are about to meet someone for the first time, do not stand too close and try to keep an arm's distance away from them so that they have enough room to speak to you and are not disrespected. And it is seen as disrespectful or seen as rude to eat and drink while walking in public. And some major Korean issues today for South Korea, because North Korean data is not readily available, there were from CNBC's statistics, I was able to find that South Korea has declined in birth rates from 0.98 from February 2019, and that is much lower than the 2.1, which is needed to maintain a steady population. Also, on the right infographic, we can see that it has been steadily decreasing. The number of kids born and the number of deaths have been steadily births have been steadily decreasing, while deaths have been steadily increasing. And the South Korean unemployment, also from CNBC, is rising from 4.1% from December 2018 to now 4.7% as of February 2019. And this will conclude the end of my South Korean culture. I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope that you have a wonderful, wonderful day.